Hi, Shane Saracen here to talk about another shuffle. It's very prominent in some of the country stuff. Let me grab a brush really quick here. And what I'm talking about is the shuffle part, the riding part, is often very, very subdued, especially in some of the country stuff. So I could take a groove where I just have a heavy backbeat and a heavy 1 and 3, and you might hear something where they play. Okay, but you also might hear situations where they're going to back off of that and make that super quiet, which allows the other instruments, especially if it's more of an acoustic lighter thing, to interpret their shuffle instead of being locked into this. So, and sometimes you'll hear what I call an implied shuffle. Maybe a guitarist or the bass is shuffling something, but the drums are just doing. What I'm doing there is I went shuffle every now and then, but not loud. Nothing that locks somebody else into it, but it has an open feel. Sometimes you hear that with cross tune. Instead of, it's not that you won't hear both. It's just that sometimes, don't be fooled, sometimes they play super, super light with the lead hand, if you want to call it that. And even if it's a hi-hat thing, instead of being like, it might be very subdued, or instead of this, it might be. They bring that hand way down. Oftentimes it could be an engineer that produces it that way, but it's not always hammering that out. Be it, you know. So dynamics can play a huge part in it, and open that up for other instruments to interpret the shuffle that may not be so taka 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 that they want to be tied into. Listen to a few things to see what you think.